And it's,
In any case, we're live. We'll be waiting.
All right, then. Let's just do this.
Well, folks, the MegaMets podcast is back today.
Unexpectedly.
Sorry.
Anyway. I know. But anyway, we're now in Survivor Series War Games.
Live from Chicago at the Allstate Arena.
And I'm looking through Wikipedia, and there's only like 5 matches. That's it?
I think most of it is... Yeah, we're probably going to have a bunch of backstage filler BS with this one. I mean, seriously, did they have to make the card this finite?
Not finite, small. I expect the card to be bigger than this.
Finite's another term for limited or small.
Yeah, I know, but I always remember Survivor Series in previous years, they were bigger. And not only bigger, but it would also mean that more matches. But instead, all we get is like small. I don't know why they do this.
Beats the shit out of me, buddy.
And the worst part is that this isn't all there is. I'm going to be very disappointed.
Anyway, let's run down this card. Let's start with the match that had to be changed last night. Originally, it was supposed to be Carlito versus Santos Escobar, but due to an elbow injury, Dragon Lee is taking Carlito's place. Had Carlito been able to go, he was probably going to lose this match.
More or less. And it's nice that Carlito is back.
Yeah, but I mean, the storyline does have some semblance of sense. I mean, Ray and Carlito never really got along when they were in the WWE, at least when Carlito was in the WWE during his first stint, at least not that I'm aware of.
Yeah.
But that being said, it makes you wonder how this is going to play out now that Dragon Lee is in here. I personally think it could go either way, but I'm going to give Dragon Lee the win, seeing as how you need to build this young luchador up.
I agree. The win deserves to Dragon Lee.
Before Vince decides to knock him down or just reduce him to a spot monkey.
That's just messed up.
Go with Triple H now in complete control creative. Hey, Gabe.
What's going on?
Who's your pick for Dragon Lee against Santos?
I'm going Santos probably by a cheap, dirty finish. What do you think?
I wouldn't blame you for that. Next up, Zoey Stark against Rhea Ripley for the
Wait, did we just start predicting, by the way?
We started unexpectedly. Okay. Let's just say that I'm not a fan of having it do it like at 3 p.m., especially when the reason for it is that you don't want to cut it close because the match starts at around either 7 or 8. Made worse is that there's like no pre-show matches in this one.
Anyway, women's world title match, Rhea Ripley against Zoey Stark. Let me ask the question: does anyone really take Zoey Stark seriously as a credible threat to Rhea?
There's no one in the women's roster that's a credible threat to Rhea. She's just too damn good. Maybe when Jade Cargill starts getting better, but until then, there's no one. There's literally no one.
And because Triple H doesn't want to push Shayna, I agree with that. Just give this to Rhea and throw Zoey out the window.
Exactly my thought. That is my vote as well.
Intercontinetal title, Miz versus Gunther.
Gunther's actually really good.
Now, you can look at this either way. If you let Miz win, it basically gives him an opportunity to hold on to the title for at least a few more weeks, and he can tie Chris Jericho for most cumulative IC title reigns, and then eclipse the late Pedro Morales for longest cumulative run of all time. But on the other hand, if Gunther holds on, that basically solidifies him as among the top 3 Intercontinental champs of all time, because he would have eclipsed Don Morocco's cumulative run.
How long has he had the bout for?
533 days.
And the record for it is 64 weeks.
He already eclipsed Honky's record.
Holy shit. That's big. I want him honest. I want Gunther to retain. I'm sorry. But if anything,
he's definitely going to retain. He's definitely going to retain. There's no way Miz wins.
Miz is better as a heel, not as a baby face.
Yeah, in my opinion, I like heel champs more than face champs. Heel champs are those you just love to hate.
Won a title as a baby face. He only held it for a day.
Yeah, it did not work.
Like, Gunther's definitely going to win. And
exactly.
And
I see that.
I hear the scuttlebutt. They're trying to get the belt off Gunther by Elimination Chamber because of some sort of issue with his work visa that's going to keep him trapped in North America, in the U.S. So they're probably going to have him drop it at the Rumble, probably to Jonah. I don't know, a.k.a. Bronson Reed. I don't know.
Either way, that's a big accomplishment enough as it is. Gunther
True.
has accomplished a lot. So even if he were to drop the title, I'd say he would have no regrets because he did pretty well.
True. Now let's get to the meat and potatoes. War Games. We'll start with SmackDown, the women's side. It's Charlotte Flair, Becky Lynch, Shotzi, and Bianca Belair against Damage Control. Bayley, Io, Sky, Kairi Zayn, who recently returned at Crown Jewel, and Asuka.
This is not going to be an easy one.
Well, I don't mind Io Sky being the women's champion. My big issue is that with Bayley constantly sticking her nose in Io's matches to just ensure that the belt stays with the group, it makes Io feel less like a credible champion and more like nothing other than Bayley's lackey. If they're gonna kick Bayley out of the group, they gotta pull the trigger now.
They may as well do it now because if they do it too late, it's only going to hurt them in the long run.
What do you think, Gabe? You agree with that assessment?
They're gonna kick Bayley out. I think they will, and I don't know. Is it set up a Bayley face turn? We'll see.
Yeah, we've been long overdue a Bayley face turn. We need Hugger Bayley back.
I don't know necessarily Hugger Bayley, but just she's
I'm just saying the role model Bayley has become an overblown one-note joke at this point.
I think she's pretty good. When she turns around, she's usually her best.
I agree.
Anyway, I'm going to take Team Charlotte here.
Oh,
From what I understand, Damage Control has the numerical advantage going into the woman up advantage going into this match. And that's not because Tegan Knox is on the outside. I mean, Dakota Kai is on the outside. I'm just saying the interval thing. 5-minute period to start, and then every 2 minutes, another woman goes into the cage.
yeah.
So who do you have winning?
Team Charlotte.
Okay.
And finally, the men's war game. Team Cody, consisting of Cody Rhodes, main event Jey Uso, Sami Zayn, world champion Seth Freakin Rollins, and the returning Apex Predator, Randy Orton, facing off against Judgment Day of North American champion Dom Mysterio, Mr. Money in the Bank, and Damian Priest, along with Finn Balor, both of whom co-hold the Undisputed Tag Titles, JD McDonagh, and Drew McIntyre.
Yeah. This is going to be a fire match.
This was the match that most concerned me in terms of how it was going to be structured. If John Cena didn't retire and or have to go into surgery, and Roman didn't choose to take time off, we could have had around a 6-on-6 or 7-on-7 War Games.
7-on-7 would be a bit way too much.
So I'm just saying that, think of it this way. If it had gone 7-on-7, we would have had the deadly alliance of the Bloodline Judgment Days, no need for Drew to turn heel, but still be kept out of the match, against LA Knight, John Cena, Sami Zayn, Seth Rollins, Cody, Jey Uso, and Orton.
I mean, I don't know. We'll see. Do you guys, you see my profile picture. Do you think that CM Punk is going to return today?
Absolutely not.
I mean, sure, there are rumors of the E being open to bringing Punk back, but
Punk already burned that bridge. I don't think he's coming back for that.
Yeah, that's just it. It's nothing but scuttlebutt.
Marks. Yeah, I agree. I don't think he'll probably come back, but And
besides, given how much he was he was asking Impact to pay him, and Impact said no. No way he's coming back.
Bro, he's not going to Impact though. Like, let's be honest.
I'm just saying, he asked for a ludicrous amount of money for Impact to sign him, and Scott D'Amore flat out said no.
We'll see, bro. What do you think is gonna be match of the night? Now that we got those out of the way, out of all this whole card,
we didn't make our picks. I'm saying Team Cody on this one.
Do you also agree, Mega Man?
I probably do.
I'm gonna say the upset. I think Judgment Day is gonna win.
Fair enough.
Pretty much in a nutshell.
Rugby match of the night. It's gonna be one of the War Games matches.
I'm gonna say Gunther Miz. Gunther never has a bad match, and Miz is
never
an underrated
does.
worker. Miz is an
And
underrated
given
worker.
how far Gunther's craft has gone, I mean, think about what he's been through over the years. He's been Rev Pro, Progress, Evolve, PWG, WXW, where he cut his teeth out in Germany, Defiant / What Culture, NXT UK, NXT Proper, and now on the main roster. At least Trips and Vince have treated the guy right. I mean, Zayn General right.
Do you think that Gunther is the best wrestler in the world as of right now?
Debatable, but he's among the best.
Who do you think is the best then? Because he said it's.
I think at this point, the best in the world is Will Ospreay.
And you, MegaMets, do you agree?
Yeah, I do.
So I guess you were excited when you heard he went to All
Signed with
Elite.
AEW when his New Japan contract runs out in January. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, what about Switchblade Jay White?
From what I've heard, he was a little pissed about what happened with the Full Gear main event booking.
What do you think? What about MJF though? Do you think he has a shot at being the best in the world?
Yeah, it just needs to be booked better.
His babyface turn is just crap. Just they can't book over there. All right, so Mets, I don't know if you saw this, but talking about the Punk thing. So Cora Jade posted on her Instagram story an old picture of her and Punk while she was at a WWE show, I guess as a teenager. And now Punk on a deleted tweet, he posted and deleted it, but someone screenshotted it before he did. He tweeted, and I quote, "I see your dirty face. Hide behind a collar what is done in vain. Truth is hard to swallow, so you pray to God to justify the way you live a lie. And you take your time and you do your crime. Well, you made your bed, I'm in mine. Because when I arrive, I bring the fire, make you come alive. Can I take you higher? What is this? You forgot. Must I now remind you? Let it rock." End quote.
Sounds too much like an overkill limerick poem.
Pretty much.
I mean, that's pretty deep. Like, that could mean a lot of things. And look,
maybe he's basically calling out the WWE for getting rid of him. Or
potentially
forcing him out back in 2014.
Perhaps he's hinting at he might go back to Tony Khan land over there, because there's been rumors saying that he might do that. He might be the devil in this angle that they're running.
I don't think so.
I doubt it.
Or what if he went to New Japan, Mets? Would you be happy with that?
And it would bring a lot of bring a lot of baggage for both sides. Maybe bring a lot of his baggage.
Oh, by the way, we didn't talk about this because it's not officially on the card. So you've been watching Raw, right? You've seen the build-up with Nakamura, how he's saying he wants to face somebody. He's waiting for somebody. Who do you think that's going to be? Because I feel like he's going to give an open challenge.
Well, I don't watch Raw. Most of my WWE spotting is SmackDown, and I couldn't do that last night because what was on Fox proper last night was Oregon State against Oregon.
Well, I could give you a brief breakdown. So pretty much,
and throw in the fact I'm going to be cut off completely from SmackDown by the end of the year because they're switching back to USA.
I heard. But yeah, so pretty much what Nakamura's been doing, like every Monday he's been having matches, he's been winning, and he's been cutting promos in just straight Japanese. He's not speaking English anymore. This is like Triple H's, I guess, booking. He's made him cut promos in Japanese, and he's been talking about how he's waiting for somebody, how I've been waiting for you. Why don't you come already? This and that. And people are speculating that he's going to give an open challenge tonight, and it could be either two people, CM Punk, as we mentioned, because there was one segment where he gave Ricochet a GTS. Or, what do you think about this? Because I know you're a big fan of his. People are saying it could be Okada.
I don't know. I mean, Okada's got his plate full at Wrestle Kingdom. He's going to be facing Bryan Danielson.
You don't think he might sign with a little WWE thing?
I don't think so. That would be burning the bridges New Japan and AEW have. And Vince has openly stated that after the 80s, he didn't want anything to do with New Japan Pro Wrestling or even acknowledge their existence anymore.
That's fair. But weren't there rumors that they wanted or not rumors?
That was with Noah.
Yeah, I was going to say. So,
I'm thinking that sounds more like he's calling out Katsuhiko Nakajima. He would have been calling out Nakajima, But that's too little too late. Nakajima's in All Japan, where he's currently the Triple Crown champion.
Okay. Because you know all that
The
Japanese
other person
wrestling.
I can think of he'd be calling out is a guy who's got as big a much bark as he does bite, and that's the current GHC heavyweight champion, Keno.
What about you, Mega Man? Do you think you have any ideas in mind of who it could be?
I don't know. I honestly don't know, to be honest.
Like
Well-
here, real quick, Mets, if you're okay with it, I could share Nakamura's latest promo of what he said. You know, hold on.
Sure. What'd he say? Translate it.
Wait, hold on. I can't necessarily translate it because I gotta find it. Give me 1 second. But in the meantime, I guess talk about stuff that you guys are interested in wrestling while I find it.
Well, the World Tag League is shaping up, and I'm actually surprised, Jose, that Bishamon is actually at the bottom of the block. I mean, them losing to GOD, fine, but losing to Monster Sauce?
That sucks.
Even the Gates of Agony suck. They lost again today.
Wait, what company is that from?
New Japan, but the Gates of Agony are from All Elite.
Okay. See, I haven't watched AEW in like so long.
They're part of Swerve Strickland's little mogul embassy group.
Oh, what did you think about that match, by the way? Swerve and Hangman.
Asian Texas Death Match. I heard it was brutal. It was gross. It was borderline psychotic.
People are gassing that up like it's like a masterpiece. That match was horrible. As a fan of ECW too, it was not good with that match. Okay.
Personally, I watched the Moxley Hangman Texas Death Match in my view at Revolution in a movie theater, and honestly, that was handled better.
All right, here's the promo. I'm gonna share my screen. Hold up. You guys see it?
Yep.
All right. So this is what he said.
How long? How long do I need to wait? I'm ready to fight. I'm close. Oh, this is my opportunity. I'm waiting. How long?
So what do you think about that then?
Could be anybody. We know it's not Will. It's not Nakajima. Definitely not Keno or Okada.
Who's somebody that he has history with in like New Japan or wherever that is like a possible free agent right now? That it could be maybe.
Or any Japanese promotion?
Yeah, perhaps. I mean, I don't know. You know more than I do when it comes to that stuff.
I don't think it'd be anyone from DDT. Anyone that would fit the bill that's psychotic enough to do it would be guys like Daisuke Sasaki or even Mao. The only other option I can think of, and I'm pretty sure he's not going to leave Noah, Go Shiozaki.
I see.
But we'll have to wait and see on this. Maybe he's talking about Kenta. I don't know.
By the way, Mega Man, there's a guy in the chat. He's Ludwig Kaiser.
It's a troll. I've dealt with this.
I despise these people.
He said that
he's scared.
He said he's scared
so
of
you're
you.
Ludwig Kaiser.
Yeah, he said Ludwig Kaiser.
This little shitbird.
He said to be in the squared circle.
He's nothing but a speck of dust.
And he's also a troll. I know these kinds of guys.
Thank you.
How do you know he's a troll?
The real
Ludwig. Assholes. What else?
But like that could be the real Ludwig Kaiser.
I doubt it. If it was, Ludwig would have been coming on here and blasting me in German, not English.
Wait, did you say he would be blasting you?
I.e., basically shit talking me in German.
Oh,
Don't
so
mind.
he'd be blasting. Okay, he'd be giving you that work. Got it. But I don't know, cause like he doesn't cut promos in German. All he says is "ladies and gentlemen" and etc. etc.
Well, if he ever got the chance, he'd probably be doing it in German.
The point is, I've heard Ludwig Kaiser lurks on the internet, and that could be him. I don't know.
Doubt it.
I also heard he's friends with Andre from the chat. Just saying.
Well, we might as well wrap this up. Leave comments, smash the like,
Oh,
support.
we got one more comment before we wrap it up. And it's a question. It says, "How is Ilya Dragunov not on the main roster going for the IC title? Instead, we got the Miz. Thumbs down."
Sometimes I don't know what happened. My guess their opponent got injured or something.
Or they've basically just been so busy sticking Ilya in a shit feud with Corbin.
Yeah.
Ilya's going to be in the main roster eventually, so we'll get that feud down the line.
Yeah, just get the NXT title off him and get it off him soon.
Yeah.
Or whatever kind of feud he's in with Corbin. Anyway, till then, goodbye, good night.
Indeed.
Later, guys.
All right, I'm out. Now to get me to work.